have to lower prices if there's nothing to mark down. What a genius move. And he's actually going to be saving people some money because there's literally going to be nothing on the shelves to buy. Now, I hope you don't actually need these items in your day-to-day lives, but what a genius move. Empty ports, empty shelves, Trump tariff battle that he's losing terribly is set to hit home soon. By the middle of May, thousands of companies, big and small, will be needing to replenish inventories. Giant retailers such as Walmart, Target told Trump in a meeting last week that shoppers are likely to see empty shelves and higher prices. Apollo Management's chief economist recently warned of looming shortages. He knows something about that, doesn't he? It's just gonna go away. Remember that? It's just gonna go away. But this is what winning looks like. This is greatness.
What a shame. So we're getting into the truck drivers. There's no work, there's empty ports, and there are jobs layoffs. So let's get into it.
Tough time being a truck driver. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just heard some news. A trucking company called LTI Services just completely shut down. 250 trucks, about 300 trailers, just completely shut down out of nowhere. Now, obviously, 250 drivers are gonna be out of a job. They need to scramble to look for a job. But here's the thing is, when I was looking at it, reading the article, I was telling myself, why didn't they downsize, right? Why just completely shut down? Obviously, we understand they're losing money, but there are other alternatives where you don't need to shut down. You just downsize. You know, instead of having 250 trucks, maybe have 50 trucks. It's manageable. But to completely shut down operations, obviously we only know from the outside, me reading the article, but man, 250 drivers out of nowhere. Got a message saying the company's shutting down completely. They're gonna get them home some way, somehow. But obviously, easier said than done. If these drivers are, God knows where they're at, trying to get them back. It's unfortunate, sad situation. It's tough time to be a semi-truck driver right now, man. God bless.
They laid them off for a reason. They closed down the company for a reason. They're not making money. The volume is going down. The tariffs are destroying their profits, and they're not getting as many loads to remain profitable and keep the company alive. And it's very unfortunate to see that so many truckers are going through this. There's a ton of truckers out here, and I got this in this video right here. You'll see it later on, but they're starting to give up. They literally are saying, like, listen, this isn't even worth it. I'm not making any money. I'm just sitting right here waiting on a load for hours, and mainly in Seattle. Guys, Seattle is going crazy right now. It's blowing my mind to see this. But guys, you got so many truckers who are just like, what am I doing? I'm not making any money. I'm wasting my time right now. And the tariffs are destroying the country, guys. The economy is collapsing like so fast. And honestly, I don't know what to truly expect for these next coming weeks, these next coming months, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you think that, like, what do you think it's going to look like within a few weeks or even months right now? Because China is, they're like, we're not sending anything. You got Target and Walmart, all these stores are like panicking right now because they're not even going to get all this freight coming in within these stores. So I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you enjoy great content like this. These next videos are going to blow your mind. Let's get to it.
Another worst week for the trucking industry. I'm actually sitting in Seattle, Washington right now without a load. I don't have no load right now. I dropped my load 8 o'clock in the morning and it's already 1 o'clock that I'm sitting here waiting for the load. A lot of people been asking me, does it gonna get fixed? Is it gonna get better? I have no fucking clue what is gonna happen because day by day it's getting worse and worse. I have no clue. I haven't seen trucking industry like this in the past 10 years. This is the worst year for the trucking industry. Worst year. And when I came to a truck stop, I reserved a shower. There were 23 people in front of me in the line. 23 people. It's been 4 hours I'm waiting for the shower and they still 3 people ahead of me still. So you can imagine that how many people are sitting at this truck stop without a load. All the truck drivers, we have nothing else to do besides taking shower all day. Pray for everybody. Stay safe on the road.
You got companies going out of business. You got companies just laying off everybody. UPS just laid off 20,000 workers because of Amazon. Their volume is going down and they're not becoming as profitable as they used to be, guys. The economy is going down and you're seeing a lot of layoffs across the board. And it's very important because families are truly being affected by this. But hey, listen, this is a result of tariffs. And I keep seeing MAGA. They're like, oh, tariffs didn't do this. This is just, the economy is just bad. Like, oh my God, they continue to move the goalposts over and over and over again, and I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of it. Watch this. Watch in the comment section below. It's gonna be one of you in the comment section below every single time. I don't know. It's gonna blow my mind. But listen, at the same time, these truck drivers are really, they're just giving up. They're tired of it. All right.
Truckers will lose their jobs in droves thanks to the trade war. Tariffs will drastically reduce imports, and imports account for 40% of everything truckers move. Once you get rid of things for truckers to transport, you get rid of truckers too. This is especially bad news for truckers because they were already majorly struggling before the trade war. Truckers were just dealing with a 3-year recession. This is because there was already less stuff for truckers to haul thanks to the spiraling prices, which made people buy less. So now that tariffs will force prices even higher and reduce imports, truckers will have it harder than ever. We've already seen trucking manufacturers lay off people because they anticipate fewer people will want to buy trucks because less goods will be transported. The bottom line is that truckers will be collateral damage in this trade war. There is absolutely no way to get around it. Remember, even if more people buy American, America still can't replace all of the stuff that it gets from overseas. So, either way, there will be less stuff for these truckers to transport. So the people rooting for tariffs that will cause many truckers to lose their jobs.
Next video right here, this truck driver has been a driver for at least over a decade. He said since like 19 something. So check this out. It's going to blow your mind here.
90% of the truck drivers voted for Trump. Now they go to the ports and the piers and look for a load to carry, and they find out that half the fucking ships are empty and the other half are being diverted by China to other places. The only fucking thing you'll be hauling is Trump the fuck out of the White House back to Mar-a-Lago.
Hey, this is Coach Tony. I'm out here talking with some of the truckers about President Trump's executive order on English proficiency. Any thoughts on that, brother?
Yes. My name's Ernest Brown. I'm a trucker. I've been in business since 1995, at CDL since 1978. I just want the truckers to know that this bag I got here, this trash. Some of these executive orders, that's all it is. It's trash. You guys go to work, do your job, be professional. God will take care of you. Thank you.
All right.
So, and that's the truth, guys. If you guys really think about the new policy that he just came out, if you haven't heard, basically, Trump is requiring you to be very, very proficient in English to be a truck driver, guys. And which it kind of makes sense when it comes down to the whole, legal. When it comes down to protection of the citizens, guys, you want the trucker to be able to read road signs. You want the trucker to be able to communicate with different companies. But as a whole, I don't know what the guidelines are for this, guys. What do you think in the comment section below? Because if he's talking about, any kind of people who come within the country can't be a truck driver, I know there's some kind of stipulation behind it. But at the end of the day, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. But these videos are insane, and they're blowing my mind here. But I don't know where the country is going to head within the next few weeks, even the next few months.
So everybody's freaking out because our American ports are beginning to run a little dry. But what nobody's telling you is the reason why they're looking dry. Because they used to be flooded with Chinese exports. And if our ports here in America are looking dry, could you imagine how the ports in China are looking? Look up the images of all of the ships and all of the cargo containers that are in Shanghai's port alone. You don't have to look at all China. Look at Shanghai ports. Thousands amongst thousands of ships that are disabled because they have nowhere to ship containers to. Tens of thousands of cargo containers that are filled with products that now the Chinese are having to take those items out of the containers to try to salvage some of those goods if possible. But guess what? The United States is still selling our exports. Because unlike China, 18 countries have already come to agreements with the United States on this tariff policy. And we are still working on figuring out all the little details with all of these other countries that are coming in. But how many people, other than maybe South Africa, maybe, have agreed to China's tariffs and to officially trading with China? You may get a few here and there, if that. But everybody that China has gone to has said, we're sorry, we cannot consume as much as America consumes. But on the contrary, other nations are telling us we can make what China makes. So we're still winning.
Well, breaking fucking news. So not only are the last cargo ships arriving to the United States this week that will be carrying cargo that will not be tariffed, because after this, every cargo ship that arrives in the United States will be hit with 145% tariff. Truck drivers across the United States are quitting in mass. Yes, the truck drivers that are legal citizenships who also have legal driver's licenses are quitting in mass and selling their trucks. So not only are we going to be facing a crisis of items coming into the United States, we're also going to be facing a crisis of items being able to be delivered to businesses.
Hey, without truck drivers, I don't know how we're going to get freight all over the place. How are we going to get food? How are we going to get anything around the country, guys? So I don't know. This is crazy. It's blowing my mind. But hey, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. I will see you. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to stay in the loop, because I'm uploading this every single day. I'm following this like a laser focus.
Did y'all hear about the ports being empty? The girls and boys are in shambles. We ain't gonna have nothing. They said by May 11th, everything gonna be empty. All the shelves, everything. Everything. Hold tight to what you got. If you struggling to pay a company, hold tight to your money. Even the banks is saying we in a recession. They understand. They understand. Hold tight to what you got. China, Hong Kong, Italy, they ain't shipping nothing over. Our ports are empty right now. Look it up. No bullcrap. And I know I've been seeing a lot lately. It been a lot of BS on TikTok. I ain't gonna lie. It been a lot of BS. But this is real, y'all. We in a recession. Hold tight to what you have. I would say, go to the market, get what you can. Because it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. So stock them freezers up, man. We in a recession. It's real. We definitely in it. We definitely in it. Everybody's going to take effect. Transportation industry, retail industry, food industry, every industry you can think of. So hold tight.